Go. My hotkey didn't work. Why didn't my hotkey work? Why? Everything's fine. Don't forget to update the stream info. Thank you, Krunk. I did update the stream info, but I forgot to switch the game back to Vintage Story. Oh my! Happy Sunday evening. I've literally just not even finished work. I just paused work to do the stream, and as soon as the stream's over, I gotta get back to work. My brain's in about 6 different places right now. How's Sunday going? How is Sunday going? It is Sunday, which is weird because I feel like I just streamed like 3 days ago. Apparently, it's been a week, and that doesn't seem right. And I don't like it when time goes by too fast. Oh, I'm getting old. Getting old, need a haircut again. I got a professional haircut. Here's a fun thing. I got a professional haircut for the first time in like 3 years, 4 years, something like that, in mid-December. And they cut it shorter than I wanted it, but they did a really nice job. And so I was told that even if it's shorter than you want, it will grow out really nicely. And it has grown out really nicely, actually. Where am I? What's going on? Anybody online? Nope, just me. What's the date? It's March. We got March already. What time of day is it? Evening. The snow's melting. Palm Rift activity. Alright, I'm gonna come inside. I'm gonna finish what I was saying before I actually start playing properly. Yeah, so it has grown out really nicely. Problem is, it's now too long. And I need it, especially on the sides, it's like starting to puff out. And the problem is, when the professional did my haircut, he, with some variety of witchcraft, magic, devil worship, I don't know exactly how he did it, but he got rid of all the cowlicks in the back of my head. And they haven't come back. Ooh, louder than I want it to be on my speakers. You all know your job if the music's too loud. I don't know. And yeah, they haven't come back even as the hair's grown out, and I'm like, I can't afford to pay a professional. He's getting it. I can't afford to pay a professional to cut my hair once a month. Is basically how often it would need to be. It's too expensive. Even a barber it's like 600 crowns for a haircut, and I don't know how much that is in other currency, but it used to be like 200 crowns. Now it's like 600 crowns, and it's too much money, and I can't afford it. It's like a week of groceries almost. But if I cut it myself, the cowlicks are gonna come back, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm bad at it. So now I'm in this limbo sort of place where I'm like, okay, either I cut it myself and accept that I'm gonna have cowlicks for a while, to I'm ready to splurge on a proper professional haircut again, or I start budgeting for a haircut every month. I don't think I can do that. Or I let it grow out, but I don't want to do that either. Okay. Time is 7:45. I actually put some, I logged on here just briefly yesterday or the day before, because I realized it's March, and all this time I've been missing maple syrup season. Well, I set up the spot. Oh, I set up the spiles, the buckets over here. Need to put some lights. I say this every time, don't I? So I took them off the pine trees. I put them on. See, there we go. There's a couple of maple trees that I basically just piled them up. We got a little bit of maple sap. Got a little bit. There's one more over here. Got a couple. Oh, there's another spile here. Didn't have another bucket, though. I'm sure I have one somewhere. There's a ruin here. I should dig this up. Oh gosh, there's even more spiles. Yeah, I need to get some more buckets out here. Anyway, we have maple syrup aplenty for now. It just seems a waste to miss the syrup season. Oh, you know what I mean? So today, on this, hello Super, the underdog. Enjoy cutting your own hair a lot. I'm willing to cut my own hair. Mainly because expensive. But I'm really bad at it. I have really difficult hair. I have a lot of cowlicks. My hair goes in lots of different directions that it has no business going in. Check the animals as well, because I think I got the sheepies pregnant last time, or I started to. Checked in on them. They may be ready to milk. They are pregnant, but they're not ready to milk. Hey, that's actually good, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Haha. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, I'm really bad at cutting my own hair. But it's just so expensive to pay someone else to do it. And most of the time, I'm just here. I rarely leave this room. So, you know, like going to a barber. Yeah, like I'm not a fan of the social awkwardness of going to a barber, of which there is much. But in this country, I kind of have the language barrier to fall back on. So the barber that I found, again, this is the first time that I had a professional haircut in years and years and years. The inside is going to see it. Well, you know, I would like to imagine that someday I will actually meet new people, and I would like to have a haircut that I'm not embarrassed by. I want to start dating and stuff, but, I don't know how. Real hard. I can't just, like, go to bars and clubs and houses and cafes and whatnot anymore, because COVID. Not safe. Like anywhere that I would go to meet new people is indoors and unventilated, and I can't risk that because I got enough health problems already. I think I've updated anything down here, but heck, last week. This week has flown by, like just as an absolute whirlwind. Yeah, I tried dating apps for a bit, and it went very poorly, as I'm sure I've mentioned before. Came in on dating apps. Not the best ones. Time of now when you're not going out to get better cut. I've been cutting my hair for like 4 years. I promise you, the issue is not that I don't have enough practice. I'm extremely dyspraxic, and I can't see the back of my head, and I have a lot of cowlicks. Charcoal. So, yeah. Alas, more practice is not gonna help. I wish I like had a friend who cuts hair. People have got a friend or a relative who cuts hair. None of my friends cut hair. Some of them will do their own, but they're not willing to do mine, which is honestly fair enough. Lurk, hey Phoenix. Welcome to Lurk. That should catch on the other side. I think this is the last batch of... There we go. I think this is the last batch of charcoal I need to put in there. Yay! Alright, so yeah, I think there's nothing new around here. So, what I wanted to do today, and I need... Okay, I've got a backup axe, I need a shovel. I was hoping for steel, I'm always hoping for steel. But don't got steel. Oh, I need another pickaxe as well. Okay, so let's do a little bit of smithing. Get myself some tools, and then we're head south, plan, to where all the farms are. It's warming up here now, but yeah, the hair cutting machine. Yeah, I've got clippers. I'm telling you, my hair is... There's little whirlpools all around my head, and they stick up in very wrong directions. If I could, like, stand behind myself and see what I was doing, I'm sure that I could fix it, but I absolutely cannot do it just by myself in the mirror. It's not possible. It's if I was capable of doing a good job, like I've done fine with cutting my hair, and you folks wouldn't know because you only see the front of my head. I can make the front of my head look fine because that's the part I can see in the mirror. But I can't make the back of my head always looks like a 4-year-old got a hold of the scissors and decided to give themselves a haircut. I even have one of those little mirrors that like has 2 sides so you can like kind of see the back on each side. It's just, I'm so dyspraxic. My hands don't do what I tell them to. You compound all these factors together, and it's just, I'm never gonna be good at cutting my own hair. As long as nobody's seeing me, it doesn't matter, but if I would like to go out into the world and be around other humans, And potentially even maybe date a little bit. Every now and then I'm gonna have to have a professional do it. That's just the way it is, I think. It's just expensive. Hey, how expensive everything has got. 17.2%. That's the inflation in this country, as according to the last calculation. 17.2%, fourth highest in Europe. Income increase? Nothing. Income has not increased. It's bad. What was the other thing I need to pick? Go. Nice relaxing smithery. Yeah, one of the things I need to do in the server here, or if somebody else is playing on the server and wants to do it, one of the group goals, I think, if we have group goals, should be to gather up a lot of metal ores, and I would really like to find some of the special ores for the stuff for ceramics. I still haven't found any of that. I don't know how to find it. I don't know how rare it is. I have a few bits and pieces that I got from panning. But it's not enough. Okay. Got my backup tools. I'm just gonna keep the flint knives for now. I ate some food real quick before streaming. I may have eaten too fast and starting burping. Oh, I'm missing chat. Sorry. Parent does their own hair except for the back. They ask someone for help. Yeah, I can't make it all the same length. So here's another issue. Get a friend who will fix it. No, I tried. I have tried that. That was a strategy that I thought I could employ. I was like, I'm sure somebody would be willing to fix it up for me. Absolutely not. All my friends are like, nope, not touching your hair. So, unfortunately. No. Do you have any stackable food? Maybe there's still some meat in the basement. I don't want to be carrying pies down south with me. Still have. Here we go. That's most. You're perishable. You're not gonna last. You're not gonna. Okay. This is good. We're good. Let's go south, where the sunny and grass and warm plants. But yeah, the other issue. So the collection of issues with me and my hair. Issue number 1, dyspraxia. Very, very, very poor fine and gross motor skills. So I slip up very, very easily and make little bald spots all over the place. Can't see. Very difficult hair because little whirlpools everywhere. And, in addition... Ooh, I just got a little framey. Probably just loading in the world. In addition, I have a tiny, weird-shaped head. And, one of the uh-oh. Are we okay? We're okay. My frames disappeared for a second there. I think we're alright. The reason I was so concerned about the fact that they cut my hair too short is because my head is extremely small, and I do not like the way I look when it is really short. Sides and the back need to be short, because otherwise I just look all shaggy and I don't like that. But the top needs to be relatively long and kind of spiky to give my head a human sort of shape. I want like cool spiky hair on the top, and if it's too short it won't do it. And also, you can see how tiny my head is. I don't like how tiny my head is. Folks, my head's real small. I look like a tiny child. Clean these out. I think, yeah. Pumpkin's still growing a bit, so we got 3 here. And let's do our basic farm maintenance before we get into some planning here. Accidentally cut up the vines. I do believe the grass stops it from growing, so I need to keep trimming back the grass here. Question. Only the back is having trouble doing yourself, right? For the most part. I also have trouble with like the border between where I have it short on the sides and where I keep it longer on the top, it doesn't, like, I can't get my arm up high enough to kind of put a clean line where I want it. Not giving me any pumpkins over here, and I don't appreciate that. You. Do better. Doing over here. Still growing. These take ages and ages. Overall, I just, as I said, whenever there's a time when I know nobody's gonna be looking at me, and I don't really care, it's fine. I'll just do it myself. I can make it short enough, basically. That I'm capable of. But I can't make it look good. Can't make it look good. Even now, with it being kind of shaggy and overgrown, it looks a lot better because of the professional haircut. Like, I had kind of forgotten how much better a professional haircut looks than anything I can do myself. That's right, we got all this. I'm not harvesting the flax right now. I'm not harvesting the flax right now. It's a decision that I've just made. I could stay there for now. We're gonna make some plans together. Invite everybody to help me out. Set the peanuts. How's the peanuts do? Growing. No mature peanuts. No mature pineapples. These will probably take several more months to grow. It's nuts. Okay, so we have lots of trees here. We have these little farm plots that I made that are just the regular medium fertility soil. And they're just sort of placed more or less at random. They are placed in areas where there is very common rainfall, which means I'll never have to water them. That's why I just kind of found the flattest patches of ground, and I just threw down some soil, and I just put water all around it to just make extra sure I don't have to come back and water these. But it doesn't look nice. I want to have, like, paths. I want everything to look pretty. Also, these were almost ripe last time. Fig trees are fruiting. Ripe in about 48.7 days. Those look so pretty. About the mangoes. 14.1, 2 weeks. 2 weeks to mangoes, everyone. 2 weeks to mangoes. Not a drill, 2 weeks to mangoes. We're gonna have so much fruit. So after the fruiting season is done on each of these trees, I am gonna cut them down, and I want to plan out a nicer sort of... Why do my frames keep going away? I want to plan out a nicer sort of layout. Apricots. Sugar hackberry. I don't even know what that is. We got some growing. Ooh, my neck is crunchy. Oh. Alright. So here's something I'm really bad at, is planning and organizing things in detail. I got a vibe in my head for what I want things to be. But when it comes to actually laying it out, my brain goes bork. I feel like the best thing I could do would be to kind of draw it out on graph paper or something. But even when I do that, I tend to not do a very good job. Wait, do I have pumpkins planted here? Did I plant pumpkins here and forget about them? Brain gremlins! Brain gremlins! You bastards, you made me forget about these pumpkins. And now we're not gonna get any pumpkins from them, because the grass is blocking the way. Brain gremlins, I think I need to fire my brain gremlins. I don't know why I hired them in the first place. I'm glad I looked at the map. Let's take care of this before I forget again. You've all watched me stream before, right? You know how this goes. Finesse. Knife is gonna break so fast. I have to keep making more. But I don't want to make an iron one. It's just such a waste of iron. When I get steel, I'll make a steel one, and hopefully that one will last a nice long time. Steel will be ready pretty soon, actually. How did you even notice? I noticed because there's green dots in the middle of the brown. And that means there's something planted there. And I was like, wait, I thought those fields were left fallow and there was nothing growing. But no, there was. Pumpkins. Alright, let me go put this stuff away. In chests. So, I always wind up with grand ideas in my mind about how my base and everything is gonna look, and then I never actually make it happen because I'm not good at the details. You have to take the details and then you have to use them to build something bigger. That's the thing I'm bad at. Why am I being pinged on Discord? Oh my goodness. But thank you for that that screenshot, and I am delighted to report that that was very much intentional. So, we've got quite a wide area here, where rain is very common, where we want all the fields. But I don't just want a big empty wasteland with random fenced-in fields. So, the vibe that I like... Well, I'm gonna explain something about vibes to you folks with a knife in my... Let me take the knife out of my hand. I'm gonna munch on some chicken nuggies. So what I like is the... where everything looks kind of natural and slightly overgrown, but it is also organized. And I'm not sure that that's gonna mean anything to you folks, actually. But like... I love watching the hermits and the Hermitcraft, Minecraft YouTuber folks, because they take all the little details and they make these big, beautiful things. And stuff like, I don't know if anyone in the chat watches them, but Corrales is one that I like very much. And he has a build, I believe, on the current Hermitcraft server, which is meant to be like sort of almost like a post-apocalyptic shantytown sort of thing. And it looks so cool, but everything is also organized and in its place, and you know where everything is. And I love looking at that sort of thing. I'm real bad at making it. And I love plants and greenery. Unfortunately, we have a lot fewer options in this game than we would in Minecraft, because we can't place leaf blocks. We can't remove and place leaf blocks the way you can in Minecraft for bushes and creeping vines and stuff. There are vines, as you can see them hanging down from some of the trees down there, and you can place those. I don't think they grow though. I think you have to manually harvest them from trees and whatnot. All these trees here, by the way, are trees that I planted because I just wanted extra wood, and I haven't got around to cutting it back down yet. So, grass blocking that stem already. Oh right, that's what I wanted to I want to find out. I don't know if anybody watching right now knows this. Will the pumpkin vines grow on non-soil blocks? So if I put like wood or stone or something and just have the soil block in the center, will the vines grow over that? Because if so, I should do that for the pumpkins rather than constantly worrying about cutting the grass, right? So, what I want is, we need a farmhouse, we need some storage, warehouse kind of thing, and a whole bunch of fields. And lots of paths and stuff like that. I need to grind out, and this is something that I don't know how. I need to ask like Mephanstrus. Mephanstrus does a lot of although he hasn't been on the server in a while. But generally when he plays, he does a lot of stuff out of stone. He does a lot of quarrying of stone and building big stone structures. And every time, also Minga Brixton as well was making a lot of paths. Every time I try to get enough stone for paths and stuff like that, I go through so many picks, even iron picks, and it's like, the resources get used up so fast. How does this happen? You know? So, I'm not a big fan of this sort of thing where you have like square plots and everything laid out in a sort of geometric way. I like things to look more natural and organic, if that makes sense. But I'm not very good at actually doing that in practice. But basically, I think once we figure out where the farm plots should be, I can start bringing down... I have so much terra preta that I've just been sort of squirreling away. And I have a ton of compost, which can be used to make higher quality soil. And we can lay out some farm plots, some kind of twisty, curvy paths and stuff. And... yeah, we'll need some place for all the seeds, and some place to store all the food. Probably lots of crates, Just like we have up north. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I didn't have time to cook a proper meal today for dinner, so I took my emergency frozen pizza out of the freezer, and I cooked that and I ate it. And I have regrets. As I'm lactose intolerant and I really shouldn't be doing that. Makes my tummy a little bit unhappy. Probably be clipping these and propagating them. Swamp berries. Root! So, to be fair, farm's easier to work with when it's square. Yeah, it's easier to work with, but it's not as pretty. And I want to make it pretty. Like, we have more food than we'll probably ever use already. So, we don't really need it to be efficient. I just want it to look nice. I do want to grow a lot of pumpkins. I need to test... Maybe I'll test in the creative world sometime and see if the pumpkins will grow. If the vines will grow. I think they probably will grow on non-soil blocks, right? Like, why would the vines require soil? They're not rooting. They're just growing over the surface. The grass keeps growing up right next to the vines, and this is the problem with the pumpkins. I'm not getting much fruit from them. Because the grass keeps blocking the vine growth, and the grass grows so quickly. Alright. I'm safe where I am now, so when night falls or whatever. I think basically this whole area here is frequent rainfall, so we won't have to water anything. We don't even really need this irrigation, I don't think. Because, like... well, some of it is a little bit drier. The funny thing is, it says rainfall is very common. I don't think I've ever actually seen it rain down here. Oh no. High rift activity. Boo! Boo hiss. That? Wasting a whole day just sort of walking around going, yes, I need to plan things. Don't know what to do or where to start. Hello, Rhina? No, stop it! Stop. Gotta babysit my pumpkins. So. Okay. Do better in 2 dimensions, right? So, we should lay out probably some big paths, maybe to start with, and then I can section off farm plot areas off of that. The teleporter is up here, and I also need make a path down this way. We could farm up here, but it's drier and we would have to water it, and I don't want to deal with it. So, path down here, for which I need a truly obscene amount of stone, which means I need a truly obscene amount of picks, which means I need a truly obscene amount of metal, and it just never ends, does it? I am tempted. I'm tempted to like increase the durability of tools on the server, just because we're go through picks so quickly. But that would probably, I shouldn't do that. Wouldn't be we don't want to destroy the intended game balance, right? All right, pumpkins, I'm gonna leave you here. I came down here to like plan stuff out, but I realize probably the first thing I need to do is make paths, right? Does that make sense? Pretty much everyone in the world is better at planning and building than me. So, if you think I'm making a terrible mistake, feel free to say so. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Not having it. Go back north and sleep again. There's a bed there, but it's not a good enough bed, and it'll still be dark when we wake up. Oh my goodness. Running into rifts, space-time continuum. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna gather up all the hello, wiggle-do-wiggle-this. I'm gonna gather up all the path blocks I have and make as many path blocks as I can. I've got plenty of dirt, I think, and I'll get more dirt when I make the paths, because I always dig up the paths and have them flush with the ground. I don't like build them on top because I think it looks nicer. The dirt won't be the issue, it's just the stone for making the paths. You need so much of it. Junk. Head back north. Head back north to the cold. Spawn. Put this grass up here in a box. And look through. Another big community project, if anyone's feeling ambitious. I'm gonna tear down this building. Once I have the underground storage set up, I'm gonna basically take everything out of here, tear down this building, and up here I'm gonna build several windmills, and we're gonna power querns, and we're gonna power what are they called? The Hellhammers and all that. How to use the low fertility soil. Oh, my neighbors are freaking stomping around again. I hate them. Flux. I've actually been thinking, aesthetically speaking, I prefer to have half slabs instead of stairs. But I have noticed that the half slabs don't give you the same sort of gentle slope. My inventory's full. Let's make a whole bunch of path blocks. I'll reserve some for making stairs. Yeah, I think I should probably stick with stairs, because you get a nice smooth sort of scent. Yeah, all this is a mess. Gotta work iron. I think I have enough stone for today, but maybe sometime like off stream when I'm just feeling like I want to do something mindless and grindy, I'll like go mine up a bunch of stone just for making paths. I'm gonna go put these berries in the basement. Oh, I'm so glad the snow is melting. What a relief. Berries in the basement for now. But yeah, I want to decorate the farm, like, once we have fields and stuff. And, like, a farmhouse. I want to also have, like, I don't want to have the berries in, like, straight lines. I want to just have natural clusters of berry bushes all around. Unfortunately, I think the wildcraft thing, we have wildcraft on here, which gives us all the herbs and extra berries and stuff like that. But it changes the propagation method for berries and bushes, so that you have to clip them and then plant the clipping. You can't just pick up the bush, which makes sense. It's more realistic. But the problem is, don't think we can get the too high bushes, even for the currants, like you can the vanilla method. I was kind of hoping, like, maybe they would, like, I was hoping maybe they would grow to, double height naturally over time, but that does not seem to be the case. I'm missing chat as well. I'm sorry, folks. I told you, I'm on my break from work right now. I'm not even finishing work. Oh, you read the wiki page on pumpkins. It's like vine growing out from mother plant doesn't have to have farmland. It does have to be solid block. That's fine. Thank you for checking that for me. Because if it doesn't need to be farmland or grass, then I can just put like stone or wood or something around there. And we don't have to worry about trimming the grass. It's clipping on top of another bush. Thought that I tried that, but maybe I did it wrong. I will give that another shot. Look at how much stone. It takes 4 stacks of stone to make 1 stack path blocks. That's so much. Some more stairs. Wait, is that not? Make the stairs. Oh, I see. Look for everything. 1 or 2, 3. I mean, there are only certain bushes that can grow to double height. I think the currants are the only one. You open up the handbook from the crafting menu. Anytime you want to open the handbook, you press the H key. If you do it while you're hovering over something, it will open to the thing you're hovering over. Press the H key. It's very, very handy. Ooh, that's pretty. This added by. And soil. Wattle. Oh, this is added by. Right, this is added by Wildcraft trees, I think. Because there's only certain trees that give you these canes. Pretty though. Like that. But I noticed that. I like that color. We'll make a note of that. Also, ingredient for lime washed. Quicklime. Quicklime is such a pain to make. The other day I played around a bit in creative, trying to not have a crafting menu. Yeah. Yeah. The creative mode definitely it replaces your inventory and you can't look at the survival inventory from it. I do not believe there's a way. Yeah, you're right. It is a bit of an annoyance sometimes. I agree. I agree with you. I think you're correct. Alright. Wait. That, yeah? There we go. Okay, that's probably plenty enough stairs. I do have a lot of granite stone hanging around from when I was digging out the basement, which I'm still working on. Just haven't had time to work on. All right, that's a lot of paths to be getting started with. Let's start with this. I'll wind up with an inventory full of dirt anyway. Dig it up as I go. Yeah, there's certain things that you need a crafting grid for. There are certain things that you can't just spawn in creative mode, unfortunately. Still, I will say, I think you have a lot more control in this game in creative mode than you do in Minecraft, and I've got so used. I'm so spoiled by Vintage Story creative mode. Anytime I go back to Minecraft, like when I'm working in my escape room map, for example. Southward. I also need to make a better path going from the building to the teleporter up here. Yeah, stuff like you can change the picking distance for blocks in this game, so you can set it that you can pick from 100 blocks away. Can't do that in Minecraft. You gotta be so close, even in creative mode. Alright, I should probably have the path. I've been going up over this way because it's the easiest way to walk. But, take down... No tree trunk here. Floating. Legal. Oh. Why we got floating? We got floating bushes. No. No, no, no. Illegal. Under arrest. For present. Alright, yeah, let's have the path come down this way. Oh my, that's illegal as well. Yeah, I don't think the, I don't think the vines grow. Got the start of a path right here. Oh! Shh, don't look. Everyone close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, don't look. Oh, look, magically it fixed itself. Wow, okay, open, you can look, everyone. A wizard did it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. These blocks are gonna disappear so fast. The other annoyance is... Ugh. Have to break the... grass. Dirt. I'm doing it, everyone. I'm making progress. I'm actually doing something. Instead of standing around saying, I would like to do a thing. Eventually, someday. Place some blocks. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta place some blocks. Yes, Wiki doesn't have a page on vines. I don't think they grow. It's the kind of thing that I can test it by just doing it. I don't think you can generate more vines. Don't want path B. Why do I keep losing my frames? Are there like landslides happening around here or something? Ooh. We're switching dirt types. This is the good shit right here, right? This is what everyone came to watch. Oh yeah. Play some path blocks. Look at this though. We're having an impact on the map itself. Actually see the path going down. Oh, somebody's got a base right here as well, by the way. I don't know which player that is, but this is such a good place to build your base. I think it hasn't been touched in a while though. People that haven't been on in a while. Folks need to get back on here and play with me. You want me to be lonely? Is that what you want? We got play together. We need a project, right? We need a goal. Drive towards together. So, what I'm doing, I'm giving everyone some homework. Let's make a farm together. Actually, yeah, what I could really use is somebody who likes going mining. I hate mining in this game. It's bad for the wrists. And there's so many drifters, and I hate fighting the drifters. Some people don't seem to mind fighting the drifters. That's fine. I hate it, personally. Okay, now I'm gonna take some of these stairs. A lot of stairs. I mean, it's possible that I made too many stairs. Listen, I can admit when I may have made too many stairs. That might be the case now. Maybe not though. Maybe I made exactly the right amount of stairs. We won't know for a while yet. Beautiful. This little path. There was a previous patron server, a few versions back. We actually spent quite a lot of time making. Oh goodness! Don't look at my failure. I actually spent quite a bit of time making some nice paths around. We all built a village together instead of going off and making individual bases. As so often happens, folks kind of burnt out on it. Yeah, server kind of just quietly went to sleep. But I was quite proud of the little pass and stuff I made. Maybe I'll load up a copy of that sometime. I have backup copies of it. See if ideas for making a pass. Obviously, the path blocks provide an actual gameplay advantage. They make you move faster. But in areas where you don't need to move too fast, make the pass look a little bit nicer with mixing in different blocks, as I have learned from the hermits. I like some variety. Go. Chicken nuggies are gone. Hey, Ferg. Wanted to have a server where everyone kind of made their own village. That would be lovely. I keep trying to set up these new servers. Like, okay, let's build a whole world together. Generally, what happens is people play very intensively for like 2 weeks. Then everyone goes, I'm bored now. Kind of fizzles out. Need to be this way. Pretty narrow little space here. Let's chop. Choppity chop chop. Oh, there goes that old axe. Clean up an inventory slot. Yes. Crumble. Crumble down. Oh. A lot of acorns. 4 acorns just from those few branches. Is this oak as well? We have the acorns mod now on here. So the oak trees will drop a lot more acorns than they do in vanilla. And you can gather them together. And you can dry them out. You can roast them, and you can use them to make foodstuffs. I think it's pretty neat. When powers through, then yeah. I'm the same, Ferg. I'm the one who's kind of still plodding along. I don't have that much time to play anything anymore. Half the time when I'm playing Vintage Story, even, I'm not even playing Vintage Story. I'm working on the event maps. It's not a complaint, by the way. I think it's awesome that I get to do that. But it does mean that there's not a lot of time for just kind of playing. Then I go, oh, I'll jump on the server and see what everyone's been up to, and everyone's like, oh yeah, no, we finished. We finished that one. We're all done now. No. This beautiful pathway. I'm gonna save so much time running back and forth. Hello? Pigs. Mind me? Carving a path through the wilderness. Pioneer. God, I've gone through so many of these blocks. Away. Go away. Too many trees. I love trees. In my way. Be removed. What happened in Vagrim's? Yeah. Excuse me. You. Sometimes a stern excuse me is all you need. Well, I don't know if you have this game. You are always welcome to play on my servers. All the Crania people. have a permanent invite. Share our communities and our servers. So for a while. If you ever want to jump on here, I'll still be picking away at stuff, even when everyone else is done. Well, the next version of Vintage Story, I think, will be out within the next couple of months. I think. And it's not. I don't have any insider information here. This is just what I have heard as vague estimates. And usually when a new version comes out, I do start a new server. It's because, especially this next version is going to have new world gen stuff. Apparently what some people do is they keep the same server, but they move the spawn like 20,000 blocks in a different direction. And then you get the new world gen, but you can also still go back to the old areas if you want to. And I like that idea, except the world save file for this server is massive. It's like several gigabytes already. I'm not even gonna have enough path blocks to get even close to the farms themselves, am I? Good gravy. Yeah, I think when there's a fresh server, people are more likely to come on. I will probably start a new server when that happens. We'll see what happens. If people are like, no, I want to keep my stuff, just move the spawn, we'll do. Oh no! That's it. Eesh. A lot of soil. We still got all this distance to go just to get to the area where I want to build. Right around here? Yeah, right around here. Start flattening and building. And... Woof! Need a lot of rocks. I will cut these trees down eventually. Eventually I will. I guess I gotta go back up. I go back north. Let's see how much time we save though. Oh look, we're speedy. Zoom. 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 Is a bit of a walk. No denying it. Oh. That's right, there's snow up here. Alright, I'm gonna dump... I think I'm gonna dump the soil in the chests over here. I really gotta work on that underground storage zone. This past week, truly, I have had no time for anything. I've had days go by where just all I do is various types of work with no chances for just relaxation of any kind. I need more dirt. Oh. A lot more rock, so we're gonna be running out of stacks of stones here. One of these has got... Yeah, this has got a bunch of rock in it. Haha! Still not gonna be even close to enough though, is it? How do people get enough rocks for making large scale like roads and stuff? Do folks have like a strategy? Or do they just wind up with a lot of rocks as a byproduct of other work that they're doing? Like a giant pit of doom. I mean, yeah, I've kind of done that. you don't get as much stone as you would expect. And the bigger problem is the picks. It's not Minecraft, it is not that easy to get metal, especially iron. The picks break kind of fast. Alright, that's all the stacks of granite I have. I don't want to use the other types of stone because I use those for building. Probably squeeze a couple more stacks out of the few random stones that are... Oh boy, I'm very organized. Famous for it. It's granite. It's granite. I've probably gone through like 4 or 5 iron picks just to get the stone that you see in here. Each pick is a lot of work and a lot of resources to make. Go see how far I can get with that. There. Save and pick this game up. It's a good game. You'd be most welcome. Most welcome to join us. Keep getting more people on here, and it's the same thing where they play for a little while, and they're like, okay, I'm done. It's a shame because the other folks that have been on here have done really cool stuff also. I'm a terrible builder, but some of the people who've been on here are way better builders than me. Matter of fact, when I run out of stone this time, which I will, matter of minutes, I'm sure. Let's go look at some of the other builds that people have made. So you can see what's possible when someone has more skill than me. We made it a fair distance here, didn't we? Alright. Windmills, yes! Oh, so Ferg, if this is your first time really properly seeing the game, I should give you... I'll make the rest of the path with what I got right now. I'll give you a little tour. This is my spawn village. I've built most of it, maybe all of it? Not sure if anyone else has really built a spawn or if people were leaving it to me. I'm not a good builder. People can build really glorious stuff in this game. I don't have the eye. I don't have the eye for seeing the different pieces and imagining how they could fit together. Yeah, if you take my meaning. I've never been any good at that. Not just in games like this, but just in life in general. Like, I don't have that kind of brain. I really wish I did. Because I always have ideas for stuff I want to make, but then when I try to actually nail down, like, actually do something with it, I realize that I don't really understand how I would make it. But, also... Oh. Ferg, if you have not seen, on my YouTube channel, we had a building competition in December. And you can see some of the just insanely beautiful things. This game has a built-in chisel. That is a part of the vanilla game. And you can it's tedious to use. It's not user-friendly, to be honest with you. There is a mod that makes it more powerful and more easier to use, but we didn't have that for the vanilla for the competition. That was vanilla only, official event. And the things that people built, I'm just astonished. And I made a video with a summary where just a quick fly through of each of the builds. If you haven't seen that, oh my goodness. So beautiful. Pull up. I only have a teeny tiny little snippet of chat on my... Built a giant mountain in Minecraft. old castle wall thing on the road from base. I did build the wall around the base. That's the kind of thing that I like doing, is stuff that looks natural. But unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do stuff that looks natural when you don't have a lot of options for putting plant materials down. You have to like let them grow naturally. Let's build a challenge last year. May have won. Ooh. Impressive. So stupid. I manage the official Vintage Story events. Tyrone has hired me to do official events, which is awesome, because I was doing events, nobody was taking part in them, because I don't know how to market. So now I've got the official game development team, Tyrone himself, doing the marketing, and I just have to make the events. I am in the middle of working on the next event. I have been working on it. It's one of the things I've been doing this past week, which has gone by as such a blur. The goal is to have it at the end of February, last weekend in February. I don't want to say for sure that that's when it will be, but that is the current tentative plan, not yet finalized. So if you want to take part, try to reserve that weekend. It's not going to take... It's going to be shorter. It's not going to be running for days and days like the previous ones were. It's going to be just a few hours. I'll probably run twice, once on Saturday and once on Sunday. Again, not finalized, but that's the current plan. We're almost there. It will not be a building competition or a collecting competition like the last two were. Don't want to give away spoilies details. But it will be a very different type of thing, and it will not be competitive, it will be cooperative. Everyone will be working towards a goal together. Very interested to see how folks do with it. I gotta finish making the map. And there's a lot of work left to be done, so... Gotta find the time. I've got enough, come all the way up to the farm plot here. I'm gonna go trim the pumpkins. Grass. Okay, we don't have drifters tonight. What you doing? You're halfway grown. There's hope for more pumpkins. Ugh. Building in the dark is bad for your eyes, folks. Remember whose base is the one on the road going out from next to the main food house in the base. Yeah, there's a couple on that road. And I think, yeah, once I've used up all my path blocks here, we'll head back up and I'll give a little tour. I love showing off other people's work because it's so impressive. So much nicer than what I can build. Oh, it's so dark. Here, yeah. Look at this. Legal. You've broken the law. Penalty is having your blades chopped off with flint and knife. Can't be bothered to make another metal one. So once these pumpkins are grown, we'll set up. One of the things in this big farm I'm trying to make is gonna have to be fireflies. I don't know how well those come across on the stream. Builds other people have done, yeah. I've always been a crummy builder, and I will probably never be a good builder, because as I said, I don't have a good eye for that sort of thing. And that's okay. There's a lot of stuff I'm good at. I don't need to be good at everything. But I do love seeing what other people can build. There's so many fireflies down here. Alright, hold on. Put up my lantern. Can you see them? Those are fireflies. They're not actual entities, they're just particles. Look around. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, one of the things I love about this game is they really put a lot of work into the details of the aesthetics. and making everything pretty. Because Minecraft is fun and all, but it's ugly. It's an ugly game. Also, look at the sky. Oh, Firefly. Hello, right up in my face. Hi. I love it. There is a mod that you can make Firefly lanterns. You can't actually interact with the particles even with a mod, but if you go to an area like this where it's warm and you put I think you make a jar and you put it on the ground, it fills up with fireflies and you can use it as a light source. I think that's the primitive, oh, what is it? What's the name of the mod? It's a very, very popular mod. I think I'm gonna drop the rest of these in here for now. Because I've just realized we've gone through more than half of the stream, and I wanna show off other people's builds, and I can give a very basic tour for any newcomers who are not familiar with the game yet. To just get a sense of what it's like. So it's very much a survival game. Minecraft, I feel like, is... A lot of people think, like, oh, it's basically Minecraft. It's really not. Minecraft is a game that knows it's a game, and it's not trying to be anything other than a game. It's more of a toy, right? A lot of little parts that you can fiddle with, and, you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's awesome, and I love that. Vintage Story is not trying to be a toy. Vintage Story is trying to be a genuine, like, difficult survival simulator. It is designed to be moddable, so we have tons of mods on, including this. These teleporters are not vanilla. These are modded in so that we can get around the server easier, because stuff is real far apart. So there are seasons. The reason that it's snowy here is because we are like 8,000 blocks further north. This is spawn. The snow piles up in the winter, and it melts in the when the weather gets warmer. The windmills are functional, and this one I have hooked up. So this is a quern. You can put the quern here, and it will be powered by the windmill to grind things up. More in depth, very different thing. It's more in depth in the sense of the survival. It's more in depth in terms of, like, you really got to worry about food. You really got to worry about temperature. That sort of stuff. It's focused on... It's more in-depth for the things that are about survival. It's not more in-depth for stuff... Like, Minecraft has, like, redstone and command blocks and stuff. There's none of that. But this right here is a pulverizer. I can put a gear in here, and I won't leave it because it is very loud. Put that there. Depending on the wind speed, which is variable, it'll move at a different speed. And this you have to use to crush certain materials. So far I was using it to crush quartz and bauxite to make refractory bricks, so that I could make steel. There's a lot of steps. That's what I mean by more in-depth. Like, you can't just mine around and find iron. You have to, like, prospect and figure out where the iron is. In some ways, it is based on Minecraft Terra Firmacraft, but it kind of started going beyond that and doing its own thing along. I'm gonna go down. So yeah, there's like crop rotation. We've got compost here. All my Terra Preta. Oh, quite a lot of rot actually. Will eventually turn into compost. So it takes 20 days for that to turn into compost, and then you can combine the compost with different types of soil to create more high quality soil. Got a bunch of tree seeds here, cuttings from fruit trees that I need to plant once ready. Here's some berry bushes. These were placed before we upgraded. I put Wildcraft on there, so these are too tall. But it's winter, so they're not growing right now. Usually crops will die in the winter, but we disabled that on the server because some people can't play that often, and it was disheartening for them to log in And the winter had gone by and their crops were all dead. So these are just sort of dormant now. They'll start growing when it warms up again. More grindy survival. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's more, when I say more in depth, I mean the survival part is more in depth. In Minecraft, surviving is not that hard. You don't even need to eat unless you get hurt, right? Or run around a lot. This is the clay area. Fire clay stuff. We make clay stuff. Let's make something out of clay, just so I can show this off. Let's make. Always use more bowls. You mold the clay. Follow the outline here. Off the bits you don't want. Second layer. For the bowls, I like to just fill it in because it's faster, and then you just scoop out the middle bits. Oop. Oop. So you make clay stuff. Put it in here. You gotta put grass and sticks, and then either logs or peat. Oh, I'd almost peat, actually. I'm not gonna fire it right now. You get the idea. Leather making. Got leather. This is leather building. So you need lime. Grind that up. You make lime water. You soak hides. I've got so many hides. Then you have to put it in weak tannin, and then you have to put the prepared hides in strong tannin, which I do now have. Actually do that now. More. Always need to make more. I've got so much leather already. There's 301 leather in here. Logs for making tannin. Got chickens. Oh, some of them have escaped again. Ladies, get in there, please. Even in survival doesn't go nearly as much as VS into little things. Yeah. Yeah, basically this is Vintage Story is more immersive. And the survival is more hardcore and in-depth. Fed the chickens in a while. They won't die if you don't feed them, but they won't produce food stuff. They won't produce eggs. Actually, we'll need to get some eggs soon. Then we've got sheep and pigs. There's no cows, but you can get milk from a sheep. These are all pregnant at the moment, and once they give birth, they will be lactating. And I can milk them with the bucket. And then we can make cheese. Oh, speaking of which, we got some cottage cheese ready. I'll show you how cheese is made. So you take milk, you put salt in it, or you put pickled vegetables in it, and you seal it for a day or two, I think. Then it becomes curdled milk, or curd. Then you seal it with salt and it becomes cottage cheese, which you pick up with linen. Down on the ground. Squeeze out the juice. Thick. Everything's got particles. Everything's got particles. Open that up, and we gotta put salt on it. We pick up the cheese. So far, I don't think there's a way to pick up the linen. You have to break it off the floor. Back in there. What else we got? Yeah, we got curdled milk here, so that needs salt. It's quite a process making cheese. This cheese is not done yet. Raw cheese. Gotta put it in a cellar and let it ripen. Also, you can submerge things in water. Right here, the reason this is all empty is because there's a pond here, actually. Actually, this is my cranberry bog. So I've got the cranberry bushes are all frozen in the water. Spring. You could do that in a bowl to keep the juices. Yeah, that would be a good idea. It is like making, yeah, pretty much everything is completed cheeses. Oh, that's a drifter. These are the main enemy in the game. Surface drifters are kind of just a nuisance. They don't do much damage. But the deeper you go underground, the higher level drifters will spawn, and some of them are very scary and can kill you real fast. I have an iron sword here, so it's 3 hits and they're down. Sometimes they give you flax. Sometimes they give you temporal gears, which are needed for a lot of things. Like setting your spawn. And for repairing... Go. We'll ripen in... Okay, it's still calculating. But that'll ripen in, I think, a few days. We got vinegar. Parsnip juice. Oh, the parsnip juice is spoiling. Well, if anyone wants parsnip juice, drink it quick. Flax oil, soybean oil. Red meat is still being sealed to salt it up. Drifter prison. Yeah, the berries are frozen. We got crates here. These crates are full of different types of grain. By the way, the map, the coordinates, the item ID thing at the top middle of the screen, this is all vanilla. None of this needs any mods. So we put the grain in the quern up at the mill there. Make flour. Flour is used to make bread. And we've got onions, turnips, cabbage, carrots. That will be pumpkins eventually. We've got cooking mods on here because I love cooking. Oh yeah, these are still empty. I need to... This is going to be for fruits. I'm going to make more storage things for all different types of stuff. I'm working on it. And yeah, the stuff rots, and then you use the rot to make compost, so it's not wasted. Oh, everything is rotting, actually. So, got lots of pickles, salted meat. Oop, more rot. I'm not going to deal with it right now. Fruits. When the spring comes, you'll see we got so much fruit. Minga Brigtson, who I don't think has been on the server for a while. I hope we'll be on the server again at some point. Has a huge orchard with tons of apple and pear trees. There's all different types of mushrooms that grow in different places. And once you find a patch for a particular type of mushroom, you want to mark it on your map because you harvest the mushrooms and they disappear, but when you go back there later in the next season, the mushrooms will have regrown. Like, eat all the rotten food. Nah, we got more food than we can ever eat. These are all mostly empty right now because I was moving everything down there. But, oh my goodness! Excuse me. Excuse me. You were not invited. You are trespassing. Don't hit me. Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna, mod in a, Don't run. Babies. The crawly ones are so creepy. Creepy crawlies, if you will. Let other one go. Don't run, you'll only die. Exactly. Orps. They're worth killing to try to get the temporal gears because we need those to repair the teleporters. So let's make a bit of food. Mark, I'm so excited I get to show you some of this stuff. Sunflower. Okay, let's make some muffins. We do need more lights. Yeah, I need to make I need a lot of metal because I need a lot of ingots to make a lot of metal plates, and then I have plenty of candles, so we can make tons of lanterns if we just have more metal. And we even have Mephasterus has a Helvhammer. Let's make 16 muffins. Okay, so muffins, we're gonna want eggs. I have 16 eggs. Yeah. So this is modded. Oh my goodness. My eyes! Stop taking my antihistamines because they were giving me depression. Now I'm all itchy. Oh, my drink! We got so many bees. We got so many everything. I have a drink on stream every week. I've been so into this that I forgot. So there is a finite number of types of drink in the world, and here in the city of Prague. So I do have some that are new types, but I also have some different flavors of types that I've had before. There's one that I had before. Was the Vostok Berlin Tarragon Ginger. I really liked this one. So when I went back to the shop, I looked for more flavors of this one, and in fact, they had a whole bunch of flavors. So this one is plum cardamom, very nice looking. This is from Germany, I believe, from Berlin, presumably. This one's sort of reddish purplish. Oh, it smells really good. Excited about this one. Usually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna force myself to drink something way too sweet, but this time I'm just like, yeah. Ooh. I've never tasted anything like that. That's really good. I can taste the plum. I don't taste. Oh, actually, I do. The cardamom's sort of like in the aftertaste. That's nice. That's very nice. Glad I remember that. It's been in front of me the whole time, but you know how it is with brain gremlins. Something's in front of you for long enough, it just kind of fades into the background. Alright, do I have milk in the other building? So what I'm going to show off now, to Ferg and anyone else who has not seen, I'm going to make some muffins. We got all these muffins up here. These are added by a mod. Now the oven is vanilla, but mostly it's just for baking bread and pies, which are vanilla. Pies here. The muffins are modded in. I need... So for 16, I'll need, what, 2 liters of milk, right? I do. Well, I need 1.6 liters of milk, actually. And, oil, right? Do I have oil over in the sweet shop? I'm gonna make everything over there. I don't remember. Let's go check. Let's check what I got. Yeah, the brain gremlins suck. No getting around it. They just stink. I do have oil, okay. Perfect. I could also put a yeast starter in this, but I don't think I have enough at the moment. So what I'm gonna do... So again, everything I'm about to do is modded. The existence of the oil is modded, the bottles themselves are modded, the mixing bowl I'm about to use is modded, and the thing I'm gonna cook is modded. So first we gotta crack the eggs. This can hold 10 eggs. Start with that. We get eggshells from each, which can be fed to the animals. There's a limit on how much I can put in here. 6. Okay, so I can do 6 at a time. So we want... Oops. Want to have the exact number. Milk and oil. So, as I said, you can also put yeast starter in this, and it will add hit point bonus to it. But I don't think I have enough, and it would be kind of a pain to make more right now. So, start with this. So this is going to make soft dough, which again, this is a modded item. Added by the Expanded Foods mod. You can only do 6 at a time. The reason I'm making 16 is because it's a multiple of 4, and you can put 4 muffins in the oven at once. We have 2 ovens. You can automate the mixing bowl. But you have to hook it up to a windmill. I think that must be, like a math error, how quickly those crack. They used to crack a lot slower than that. I'm holding right click on the spoon to mix these into dough. I like this music. This is the sunrise music. I don't know if you can all hear my neck cracking. I went to an orthopedist last week, by the way. Finally got an appointment with an orthopedist, and it was not a good experience. I gotta tell you. Yeah. I made the appointment in English, and they answered me in English. I said that I don't speak much Czech in the email. And so I assumed that the doctor speak English, and in fact I am quite sure that he did speak English, but he did not care to speak English. Because when I went in, he very gruffly was like, "Do you speak Czech?" in Czech. We need to put some fruit in here, by the way, before I finish that. You can put apples. Oh, bad. Apples have decent nutrition. The best thing to put in would be candied fruit. I do have some candied fruit, candied cranberries, or some gelatin. Let's do. So I can put 5 fruit in each of these, but that means 16. They can all be the same fruit. They can all be different fruits. It's gonna be massively overpowered. And how about these? When the weather warms up, we're gonna have tons and tons of fruit, so I don't need to worry too much about saving it or anything. While I'm doing this, we gotta heat up the oven. Takes a couple minutes. Now, gotta take a while. Mix all these together. And make a cool multi-village server game. Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely would. I would love for that to happen. So if you get this game and you want to play on here, please, please. I've built this whole little village. I would love to see other people building little villages and stuff. There are, as I said, there are other bases. And once we finish cooking our muffins, I'll go and show you some of those. Other people are better builders than me. Think this through, all these different types. Bowl can't hold all that much at once. I'm gonna make 2. You have 8 total. Stick them in the oven because it's probably about ready. Mix together the rest. Done. So you can see the temperature at the top. Put 4 muffins in there. 4 muffins in there. We'll mix the rest of them. Like my interiors? Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. I think they look. I don't think they look amazing, but there's such amazing builders in the community for this game that I guess I'm comparing myself to very highly skilled indeed. Never be as good as. Thank you. That's very nice. Wait till you see other people's places though. That's so good. Nice. They're all mixed together. Okay. How are we doing? Part baked. Now, here's my favorite part. You can watch them rise in the oven. Anything you bake in the oven, you can watch rise. Muffins are quite small, so they don't rise as much as a lot of other things do, but if you bake bread or pies or stuff, watch them voxel by voxel. Love it. I think, whoops. Yep, there's a done. They will overcook, they will burn. Gotta keep an eye on them. These are mega nutritious. Each one of these will heal 6 hit points and give you tons of saturation in all different food categories. Has basically the same system as Terra Firma Craft for nutrition. Which I'm not a fan of that particular system, but I understand why they went with it. It's just kind of easy. They're used to it already. I'll put these in the shelves out here. I'll take the other ones with me. Let's watch him. Let's watch him rise. It's the little things, the little aesthetics. What can burnt food be used for? You can still eat it. You can still eat it, it just doesn't give you as much nutrition. And also, it lasts longer. So actually, you can intentionally burn your food if you're worried about making it last. I don't think you can feed it to pigs, actually. Pigs will eat a lot of different things, but not bread. Are baked. I don't know if you were here earlier, Ferg, when I was making my spare tools, but smithing, making tools, metal tools, is really good in this one. It's another, like, they just make it feel, excuse me, very immersive, without making it overly difficult. Put the eggshells in the barn, and then let's take a jog to the west, where there's a whole bunch of people who have got bases set up. Not gonna feed the animals yet. Toss these in here for now. Piggies. Alright. So. This is just the gaudiest building ever. I saw the rainbow eucalyptus wood, which is also added by a mod. And this Sal slabs, which are... I was like, yep, I'm making a candy store. Oh, I also have my little witch's hut over here. It's not finished. I keep forgetting about it because it's outside of the actual town. But, eventually, and obviously I don't want to work on this until it's spring and everything can grow. But I'm going to plant all the different herbs. And this will be where I make poultices, because you can use the different herbs to make poultices. Different medicinal things. And then I made the roof out of cod. Cob? Sob. Yeah, so it's basically like a sod roof, and you can plant herbs in the roof as well. My thought was I'm gonna put like all the poisonous ones up here. Also got sage, rosemary, and thyme. No parsley. I don't know if parsley is in the game. I haven't seen it anywhere. Yeah, animals have a domestication mechanic. The pigs, sheep, and chickens have domestication mechanic. So the further generations you breed them, the less they will run away from you, basically. That's my hideous cooking building, by the way, from the outside. That's the sweets building, and that's where I cook everything else and keep all the rest of the food. I'm not a great builder, and that's okay. It does the job it needs to do. I am quite proud of this wall. The wall took a really long time. I spent some time in creative mode working out how to make it look the way I wanted to. But this is what I'm talking about, like, it's not a clean, straight line kind of wall. It looks kind of ramshackle and uneven. That's the way I like things to look. Codfish, yes. That's right, I made it out of fish. Let's see if we got any more maple sap. This is also a mod. This is also from the expanded foods. There's different seasons. Almost a liter in each bucket. I think it's 4 liters of sap to 1 liter of syrup, which is actually quite generous, because in real life, the ratio is quite a lot wider than that. So we're heading west now, on the road. Partly made by me, partly made by other players. We'll check out some of the other bases that people have built over here. So one of these is Mark AFK's, who hasn't been on in a while because I think his internet is... Australian internet is not known to be super great for stuff. Got dormant apple trees. Well, some of this is Mark's, and a lot of it is meth. So this house right here and this building, it definitely Mephanster's. I think that there is Mark AFK's. This guy's wool mill. Any more resin in a bucket? Not at the moment. It's not resin season. I have made quite a bit of resin, though. And I did eventually figure out how to get the resin out. So this is a Helve hammer. And this will hammer out ingots or metal plates for you. You just heat up the metal and stick it there. So as long as you got good wind, it saves you a lot of time pounding stuff out on the anvil. I'm not going to go too in detail. There's a lot of hairs down there. Meph is a great building. Obviously, it all looks better in the spring. There's like a little pond down there. But he's got these little cubby holes. Different stuff. Inside. I think the interior is still in progress. Got a lot of rot. On a while. How'd you get it out? I got it out by, oh hey, X. Sap to syrup ratio is very widely depending on the type of maple tree. Oh, really? My dad makes maple syrup from sugar maples in the northeast United States. And it's like... I don't remember the numbers, but he told me the numbers once. Ooh, been saving some gems. It's like 10 liters of sap to 1 liter of syrup or something like that. It's I think the game's pretty generous. I don't know where all of Meph's stuff is. Got a little bridge over to Mark's house. Mark has very nice interiors as well. Those are the best ones, yeah. Get up to 40 to 1. Oh my gosh. These armor stands always jump scare me every single time. This is Mark AFK's starter shack, basically, I think. I like the way he kind of layers everything. I'm not good at getting things on multiple levels like that. But we gotta keep going even further west, and then we'll come back and we'll go south, and you can see Minga Brixton's cool little, not little orchard. Oh, by the way, here's a thing you can do. Oh, okay, this isn't a good place to do it. Hold on. Get to a better spot. There's an easy way down from here. I always get lost in Meph's builds. There we go. About here. Get off the snow. See if I can do it. First of all, you can sit. But if you sit right at the edge of a block... nope, didn't do it. Still a little bit finicky. There you go. You can dangle your legs over. That's a huge shovel. Here we go. Look at me. Been swinging my legs. Hi. It's the little things, isn't it? Alright. Armor stand. Hands are scary. So, further west, and I can't remember whose base it is, and I haven't been here in a while, and I don't know if it has developed any further, but I was very impressed when I came back here, by here previously. A lot of snow this way. Oop, hello. Teleporter here. Already unlocked. If anyone is thinking of joining the server, please be aware those teleporters, those above ground teleporters are modded in. They are very, very useful. You do have to stand on them and unlock them for yourself. So you can't just use all the ones that have been repaired and unlocked by other players. Here we go. Okay, so... Ooh, it has been expanded. Ooh. I think this might be Lotheg's base. Please correct me if I'm incorrect. But, first of all, love the staircase going up. Right off the bat, love that. I'm not gonna hold a sword when I go in. Guessing someone's home here. So, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing in the snow. I hate the winter in this game. I know the winter is necessary. This is a nice interior right here. Everything is so pretty. This is all chiseled. Little, racks for stuff. Look at this. These are wait. Yeah, these are chiseled. You can change the name of an item when you chisel it. Chisel a little lattice in the windows. By the way, the fruit press is used to make all the vegetable oils and juices. Oh, look at this. This is a chiseled little food bowl. Oh, cool. Ooh, fire clay storage vessels are pretty. Cranberry wine, strong cranberry wine, vinegar, strong blueberry wine. I'm not gonna take anything. Ooh, acorn powder. We got some muffins. I wonder if these are some of the ones I made. I invited everybody, and just in case anyone has missed it, everyone is welcome to take the food from that Spawn Village. That is for everyone. Alright, so there's more buildings up here. How do I get to them? Over here? Here? I don't know if there's an official route over here, if I just gotta... way. Ooh, that's a lot of bees! Populated skeps harvestable. So the way you get lanterns, the way you get candles to make lanterns, like this one I'm holding right here, you gotta find a beehive in the wild, which took us a long time to do. Then you have to put down a skep and a bunch of flowers near it and wait like a week in-game. Through here. For the bees to populate the skep, and then you have to pick up the skep in one of your bag slots. Carry it, probably a farm field. Carry it to where you want to do it, and then you have to keep doing that. Put down more skeps, because when you break it to get the honey, is this a mill? A mill in progress, perhaps? Oh, sorry I keep scratching my face. I'm trying not to. I feel like that must not look very good. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, I'm gonna have to go at least like a week or two with no antihistamines, so that I can kind of clear them out of my system. Oh, this is wow, making lots of shingles. Oh my god. Wait. That's a pig. Are these pigs? I thought those were wolves. They might be wolves? Putting down more flowers makes it go faster. Yes, correct. As well, this is very pretty. I think this is loaf eggs. If I'm incorrect, please tell me. I want to give proper credit, because this is such a lovely little build. Ooh. Bountiful crystallized chunk of gleam. Pretty? So nice. This must be the way you're supposed to get over here. Look at this. This is all chiseled. Oh, there's a door here. I missed this. Okay. Soil. Rock. By the way, here's the thing you can't do in Minecraft. Ah? Go poke them. I am gonna go poke them. There's a lot of animals down there. Okay, I've hopped the fence. I can't get back over easily. Okay, those are pigs. That's a sheep. We have, soil instability on, which means that if I jump on soil that isn't supported, it will do a little landslide. Okay, those are... I think those are all pigs. I'm not sure about these ones. Oops. If I go down and get chased by wolves, am I gonna be able to get out of here? Or am I gonna get... Oh, I think those are wolves. Wow. It's like Valley of the Wolves over here. Oop. Okay. I don't mind going and poking them, but I want to make sure I can get away. Because I do think those are wolves. At least they're not bears. Yeah, I can jump up over here and get away. I can kill a wolf or two, but I'm not wearing my good armor. Armor makes you hungrier and it slows you down. So. Hit with a bunch of bunnies close to spawn. Oh, probably. I definitely left some of those pits up, and I should probably go fill them in. Should we go poke a wolf? Maybe they're not hungry. If they're not hungry, then they... Hi, what? Whoa! Okay. Run away! Run away! Oh! Oh, crap. Alright, they stopped chasing me. Anyway. That's a lot of wolves down there. Wolves aren't that scary. It's the bears you gotta watch out for. Bears are terrifying. Shadow? Somebody posted a screenshot on the Official Vintage Story Discord the other day. They had noticed that the moon also causes you to cast shadows. Is that a wolf too? They can't swim very well, so when they're in the water, you don't need to worry too much. A lot of wolves around here. That wolf is chasing down a snack. As long as it's focused on the... Whoop! Okay. Whoa! Alright, hold on. You hit it a couple times, they'll usually run. Oh, okay. That was tenacious. It must have been real hungry. I don't even need this stuff. I might just leave the corpse here. Ooh, I got hurt pretty bad. Fortunately, I have my muffins. Alright. Before the day ends, there's a road down here that I'm heading for. Goes across. This is a big pond. It's mostly frozen over right now. How far south is the road? Wait, I'm not going south. East. East is what I meant to say. Where am I? I'm here. Oh yeah, we're a ways away. Actually, we don't even need the road because the pond is frozen over. We can just run straight there. So we are now going to Minga Brixton's base / orchard. We can see Meph's base up there. Ah. Tactical advance to the rear. That's it. So this doesn't look as nice now as it will in the spring. Everything looks sad in the winter. It's winter. That's kind of the way it is, isn't it? But all of these trees... Oh, there's a lot of hares here. Oh my god. No! You know... Oh. Eaten by animals. They didn't fence in... That's why there's so many hare. They didn't fence in their crops. All of these trees will bear lots and lots and lots of fruit. Springtime. Hares are a nuisance. They will eat your crops. You gotta fence everything in. That's why there's always fences around. Well, we have bunny pits and fences, exactly. So yeah, all these trees, the amount of fruit that you get from all these trees is kind of nuts. So Minga Brixton gave me a whole bunch of apples and pears last year. I turned some of them into food, which I think is still in here. Yeah, it's all rotten now. Aww. Spoiled apple pies. The gelatin's still good. Fine blueberry wine. It's been aging. But yeah, you can lean things up against the wall like this. This is vanilla behavior. Your shoes on the floor. This is all chiseled. It's a lot. Tapestries are things you can find in ruins. And I think sometimes you can buy them from traders, but quite rare. Get all this stuff. Oh, wow. Still quite a few apples left. Lots of flax. Digging through everybody's stuff. No regard for privacy. I think the rest of this is mostly kind of under construction still. It's way out here. And this is the big smithing and crafting area. I need to make an iron anvil, actually. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, frames back. Got half-made, unfired clay things here. Like this little staircase. And look, this is all chiseled in the wall. Like that a lot. Bits of armor and stuff that I think they found in ruins. So yeah. That's Minga Brixton's base. We got 10 minutes left in the stream. Eeg chest. Yeah, the walls look so cool. That's what I'm talking about. I love this kind of stuff. I'm very bad at doing it myself. I appreciate it when I see it. Get some records. We could put, Sheriff's Cultured Tavern, Quirky Tavern. So these are things you can find rarely. You can find them while sifting, or you can find them in ruins. You can purchase an echo chamber from a certain type of trader. This is the one I know. My 100 days video. Oh, sticky keys. No! Alright, I don't want to mess with Mega Break this too much. I'm gonna run home. Ooh, we're getting late. Definitely need to run home. Follow the path. Road goes all the way. Connecting up bases in this region. Still need stairs. Sticky keys. It always surprises me when sticky keys, the sticky keys prompt comes up, because I'm like, haven't I disabled that like 6 or 7 times? And I think every time Windows does an update, it like resets it, because it's like, surely you've changed your mind by now about sticky keys. No one has ever wanted sticky keys. Never. Stop it. Windows, give it up. No one wants Cortana and nobody wants sticky keys. Give it a rest. Alright. And we're home. Time is it? It's not even 8 o'clock. Got like half-grown crops over here as well. We've got so much food though. Alright, what should I do for the last like 8 minutes here? I should go and check on the steel actually. I don't see any particles. It's because it's dark. It's done! Oh, I know what we're doing. Here we go. Yes! I'm gonna have to replace some of these damaged bricks here. Put that in there for now. Awesome. So. Not gonna deal with all of it right now, obviously. Put the blister steel down. We'll just make... Oh, the process of making steel is wild. I can show the bunny pit. Where is the bunny pit that you're thinking of? Because there's probably a few of them around, but I'm not sure which ones actually have bunnies in them. I can do that after I make first tools here. Oh no! I can't. I don't have an iron anvil yet. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. I keep forgetting about that. I'm sure I could borrow somebody else's and they wouldn't mind, but I feel like I should make my own iron anvil. It takes 10 ingots. It's a big old process. Let's try to get some morning. Can't work steel on a bronze anvil. It will not. This drink is so good. Unfortunately, it's kind of expensive, so probably won't be drinking it all the time. Alright, bunny pit. Direction from food house to teleport. Yeah, to the east. There's a lot of kind of leftover junk in this direction. And I still need to clear out. I'm sure we can find a bunny pit. All this is getting broken down, cleared out. We're gonna sunrise, God rays. That's not a shader pack, folks. That's vanilla vintage story. It just looks like this. So this was my wolf pit. I first started out and I was scared of wolves. We got a fox in there, so that'll eat any bunnies that go in. Whoops. There's, when you first start playing and you're trying to get your first food, a very good way to start. There may have been bunnies in here, but there's a fox now. A good way to get early food, because farming will give you a ton of food, but it takes a long time. But if you put down turnips or carrots, or there's a few other crops that hares are attracted to, flax, and put a pit around it like this, the hares will run right into the pit. And this is free meat. Yeah, there's foxes. The foxes are pains in the butts, because they eat all the hares that you've trapped in your hare traps. And then there's no hares, and the meat on a fox is not very good. Not very much of it. Being a little bit cautious in this direction, as bears tend to spawn over here. And I can take a wolf, but I don't know if I can take a bear. Tell you what. Just in case. Get my shield on. Definitely another hare trap down here somewhere. Well, honestly, all of them have probably got foxes in them. Eventually, a fox will spawn, and it will be attracted to the hares, and it will eat them. Maybe I filled it in. Remember exactly where it was. I won't be able to see it on the map because everything's just white right now. 3. I almost hope we see a bear. Everyone can see how terrifying they are. All the newbies. Learn proper fear of bears. Actually, if I go up into the woods to the north, there's definitely... Oh wait, here's one. There's definitely wolves. We've got a pig. And a couple of raccoons. And a couple of fox. So, no hares now because the fox ate them all, but the fox won't eat the rest of these. Raccoons are a huge pain in the butt. They steal your berries. But, good rule of thumb. Raccoons will only... This is a hard-coded rule in the code that you can't modify. Raccoons will only spawn near naturally placed wooden logs. So, in other words, where trees have grown. They can be trees that are spawned by the game, or they can be trees that are planted by the player. But if you have no trees in an area, raccoons cannot spawn. And therefore, no one is allowed to plant any trees within the village walls. That one is okay because it's fenced in. Because if you plant trees, then we could get raccoons, and I've got a whole bunch of berry bushes just out in the open that I don't want getting stolen. Alright, the last time I was in this area, I did see a bear. I get nervous because this is not an easy area to run through. Let's see if we can find a bear, and that'll be the end of this stream. You're just a wolf. Run away. Bears are scary, not only because they're big and they hit hard and they take a lot of hits, but also because they can climb. Bears can climb. So if you climb up a ladder or something, the wolves can't get to you, the drifters can't get to you, but the bears can, as I found out the hard way. A little worried that something might come up behind me and knock me into that hole. I keep meaning to, by the way, I need to put a mod on the server to reduce the knockback. I don't want to eliminate the knockback. I think it's fair for there to be some knockback, but I think the knockback is set too high by default because you really go flying every time you get hit. It's just really annoying. Someone wants to remind me. I need to tweak it, though, and find out exactly... I know what I need to change, but I need to figure out exactly how much to change it so that it's reduced without completely getting rid of it. Well, hello. That's the same wolf. Down in one hit. Shouldn't have come back. Drifters can start throwing rocks at you. Nope. We have modded that out of the server. By default in vanilla, yes. Drifters throw rocks now. It is tremendously annoying, and so we modded that shit right out. There is a mod in the mod depot. I didn't even have to do it myself, which is good because I tried to do it myself and I failed. But yeah. I believe that was added to the game. Walking through these is one of my favorite districts. Yeah. It's annoying, though. It can be real hard to, see where you're going. Oh, maybe there's no bears around at the moment. Maybe they fell in holes. That can happen. Yeah, I believe the rock throwing thing was implemented to prevent people from cheesing the temporal storms. But we don't have temporal storms on the server, because I think everyone hates those. It may be that somebody likes them, but if they do, too bad. I'm not having temporal storms on the server, especially since time stops when no one's online. So if a storm comes and somebody logs out to get away from it, it's just going to be there until somebody suffers through it, and it's just not fair. You don't want to log in and there's a storm, and then, like, what are you going to do? In single player, if you like the combat, then I suppose there's a certain amount of sense in having the storms, if that's a challenge you enjoy, awesome. But I don't think it makes sense to have on a server where people are not playing at the same time. And most of the people playing are not playing for combat, they're playing for exploration and building and crafting and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I took the rock throwing out. Earth ball. That's a poisonous mushroom. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna find a bear, folks. Sorry to disappoint you. Know you wanted to see me get eaten by a bear. Usually there's bears all over the place. I wonder if during the winter they don't spawn as much. Possible. Alright, let me get back to spawn. I think we're out of time. Yeah, we're already past time. Oh, you're just a wolf. That's right, leave me alone. Oh, you actually did... You bit me pretty hard there, little friend. Ah! Ugh. Itchy nose. Allergies. Allergic to the world. Let's swim home. Freeze. You actually need to breathe now. Can't just hide at the bottom of a lake anymore. They're hibernating? Could be. I have definitely seen bears in the winter. But it's possible that they don't spawn as much. Alright. What's my body temperature like? Oh, I'm fine. I've got all the wool clothing on, the fur clothing on. Being soaking wet does reduce your body temperature, though. And you can freeze to death in this game. It's some pretty cool visual effects, actually, when you start freezing. Yeah, I think it's quite likely that there's probably a bear or two in those woods that have just fallen into a hole and couldn't get out, though. That does happen. Same thing happens to the wolves. Alright. I think the stream is over. I'm gonna go put myself indoors, and then I gotta get back to work. Wah! 10 PM and I still have work to do. I only have like 20 minutes of stuff left to do. The life of a freelancer. So, I didn't do a lot of laying out of stuff down in the south as I had intended to. But if anyone is feeling inspired and creative, and they want to go down there and start building stuff, please feel free. Don't wait for like permission from. Somebody wants to build a farmhouse that looks real nice. That would be awesome. Like a warehouse or a storehouse of some kind. I'll probably lay out areas for the farm plots and put down the terra preta myself. But aside from that, excuse me. Yeah. This is fun. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Oh, it's windy. It's windy in here. See you next Sunday, I hope. Bye.